Just how tough was defending AD tonight?
Yeah, AD was amazing. You know, a lot of the shots that he took, we were actually okay with. I didn't love him getting to the line 12 times, but you know, he made a ton of mid-range fadeaway shots, and those are we can't do much about those. So he had a great night, and they played really well.
What do you think was the difference in the second half?
Well, we gotta make shots. I know it's pretty trite to say that, but you know, we got 46 threes up, 17 more than they did. We know we have to be a three-point shooting team to win. We don't really get to the line a whole lot or get a lot of easy buckets. So, you know, I thought we played a great first half. I thought we got really good shots, and there was a good flow to the game. But second half, we had some turnovers, some costly turnovers, and just couldn't get anything going offensively.
How much does it feel like maybe right now your rotation's kind of shifting a little bit towards some of those guys that are playing well off your bench?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the impact that Quentin makes. You know, both Guy and Moses have played really well. Brandon looks really sharp, you know, since coming back. So all those guys are performing at a high level, and, you know, we'll see where the rotation goes.
You said before the game that the adjustment to post probably will happen this game. Did you see much difference?
A little bit. They switched a couple times, but otherwise they kept, for the most part, they kept their bigs on him, and so he was able to free up and get some good looks.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a learning process with him, and you played him basically to close. How do you think he's adjusting, like, you know, maybe in a game where he's not hitting 5 3-pointers?
He's doing great. His communication defensively, he's talking behind the play. He seems to be in the right spot all the time. He really knows what he's doing out there. So it's exciting to see Quentin, you know, get his opportunity and play so well.
Back to Brandon for a second. Where have you most felt his impact the last couple games?
I just think, you know, Brandon feels the game really well. You know, the game connects when he's out there. He makes a lot of really good cuts. Our offense seems to have a little more force to it, and you know, he's just a good player, and he looks really fresh and strong. He worked really hard during his rehab, and you know, the absence, he hated it, but he got a lot of good work in, and he looks like he's ready to really break out.
Steph went 4-17. I think he didn't hit a shot in the second half. What do you think kind of led to his?
It's just, it happens occasionally, you know, even to the best shooter on earth. It's just, this is part of the game. So he had a tough night, but, you know, he'll bounce back.
You've been starting Gary, obviously, the last few games, kind of essentially at forward, power forward almost.
Yeah.
What sort of a unique situation? He's going against LeBron at times tonight, but he's obviously a unique player. Why does that work, and how much can that work? I realize you've sort of controlled his minutes.
Yeah, we like him starting to set a tone defensively against, you know, other great players. So especially with Dennis now out of the starting lineup, I like Dennis. I like Gary in there. For tonight, it was, you know, so he could match up with Reeves, and Reeves is such a good player and so important to them. So we wanted to have Gary on him to start and set a good tone, and then. Gary's also great with Steph. Traditionally, you know, for the last few years, his best minutes are with Steph, so we like to pair them together.
Steve, Dennis had 10 points in the first half, kind of really found his rhythm. How can you guys maybe find his flow, find his rhythm for the entire 4 quarters, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, every game's different. Every half's different. I love Dennis. I think he's playing really well for us. You know, he's doing things that we need, you know, the on-ball pressure, playing the non-Steph minutes. He and Brandon form a good combination during those minutes. And I think Dennis is doing fine. He's just, it's never easy coming to a team mid-season, but I think he's finding his way, and you know, we're settling into this new rotation where he's coming off the bench, but he's going to play important minutes for us.
It seemed like the Lakers did really well at generating corner threes, like open corner looks. How much of that was by design defensively, like pinching in on drives versus breakdowns?
I think most of it is, LeBron James. I mean, to be honest with you, that's the kind of pressure he puts on you. And when you have Anthony Davis as a lob threat, you have to pull in defensively. And they run good stuff. JJ does a really good job and putting them in good position. And if you don't pull in and help, then it's going to be a dunk. And so you've got to do it, but you got to do it with the physicality, and then you've got to get back out to shooters. And I do think there were some breakdowns tonight.
How big a problem was Davis tonight for you guys?
He did his thing tonight. It was always a tough matchup, tough coverage. It's kind of someone that can, do it all, both sides of the court.
Brandon was +9. Moody played well post with some more minutes. What have you seen from those young guys, and how much more do you feel like they're capable of?
Yeah, I mean, they've been stepping up. They've been playing very well. QP been playing very well in the shots, just making himself known out there. Even defensively, he's been, doing good. BP's back, and, it looks like he never missed a step. And Moses has been stepping up big time, hitting shots, making plays at the rim, hustle plays, everything. Those guys have been doing a good job.
Thank you.